right. Well, so.
Well, there's still people down, right?
I think we got everybody.
Yeah,
back.
I was the last one
Yeah,
up.
Raiju
and
was
I
down.
got healed up. I'm at 9.
I'm up at 6. You're
at
at
6.
6.
Yeah, because I think we had just gotten you up because the encounter ended, and you were like, "Is somebody gonna get me up?" And I was like, "Yeah, joining the meeting."
Yeah, the only reason I was like, I didn't want to come into this on 0, and like, did I need to make death save and whatever?
Yeah.
So, well, I have an idea.
And you hear, like I left off, you hear like off in the distance.
We are not in a position to fight anything.
I was gonna say, do you still have your hut?
Yeah.
Say we could get in the hole.
No, we should find a place that's like solid
Yeah,
rock.
I still have
The hut doesn't
Tremor
protect
rules.
like metagaming, but it doesn't protect from under.
Tremor rules.
Well,
man.
I mean, dear God, we like.
I mean, so do we want to continue up into the mountain, or do we think we should get back out of the mountain?
Which direction
Coin,
is the
you're a
chittering
cartographer,
coming from?
right? I know somebody's a cartographer.
No,
you
I
are.
think so.
I
I think that was Ethan's first character.
No.
No. He's a cartographer.
Q is a cartographer. It's my thing.
Oh, that's right.
I would say
'Cause he's
maybe
traveling from a
loosely
far
being
land
able to
designing a map
find
for his people.
maybe a loose way of finding rocks. I mean, I don't know geology.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of like rockier areas and sandier areas kind of going up this mountain,
Maybe
and
we
so
kind of cast it sideways. So
Yeah, if you're
Can
a
I tell what kind of stone the rock is?
Hell-
Dwarf.
hellstone.
Hellstone.
you know, Hellstones are sick.
But yeah, so you guys are heading. This is kind of up the mountain. So there's like a switchback heading up the mountain. Once you get to the top, you go down the other side, and that's where the open area is, where Fort Knucklebone and stuff like that is.
Maybe if we carefully go in the punji pit, we cast it, and then if anything comes from below, they'll hit the other side of the punji pit.
I mean, we can always. I can dig down in there to see if there's anything that's not, or see how far it goes down before we do hit stone.
No, I think that'll.
But I think that'll
long.
take too long as well.
I think our big question is: do we continue to push forward and try and hopefully find a spot, or do we head back?
Well, either
or do
way,
we sit right
we
here?
need to leave this area because I've been shooting a lot of bullets and they're not quiet.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
So
I don't think.
I mean, I can't hear shit. So
I don't think
know.
my thunder,
Like,
I
you're-
don't think
you're
my
quiet.
thunder wave did us any like.
Yeah,
did
we
me
should
any favors last
definitely
time.
find a different spot, but let's continue on for the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna push forward and then
Before I release my protector cannon to 20, it'll max you guys out. So 20 THP.
just bless you.
That'll save me some.
So your plan is to continue on until you try to find a place to hide? Is that
Find
what
a
you're-
place to sit for a while.
Yeah.
Because we
Find
have
a place that we think is good enough to cast Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do like a
Yeah. Don't
I mean,
run
I can
into
do
any
some
enemies. I'm a
investigation
shitty
checks.
ranger right now.
If
yeah.
Coin helps
Let's do
me-
like a old school like skills challenge.
Sweet.
So
Nice. I'm down for that.
yeah, rather than like do like a couple of survival checks or whatever. Yeah, let's make it a full on skill challenge. So you begin to rush off up this mountain, and again, yeah, like off in the distance, you hear that over the rocks. What are you guys doing to try to avoid like? Yeah, what are you guys
I would
trying to do?
suggest staying low, keeping our heads above rock like ridges. So like there may be a couple spots where we have to crawl through the area, but staying low enough. I mean, Q doesn't have to, but some of us that are taller will have to at least find ways to pass through the rocks, and if not, at least quickly.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something dumb. As we're pushing forward, I'm gonna turn around and cast a fog cloud behind us
Okay.
to act like we're hiding in it.
Okay.
That works.
So for the first challenge, let's give me an Arcana check.
Sweet.
Just so like you can position it just right and make it
Yeah.
look like there's stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm.
So
I'll help him with my artillery skills.
3 successes before 3 failures.
Okay, cool. That is gonna be a 19.
Okay, that's a pass. So 1 pass. Okay.
And that uses my last spell slot.
Okay.
But it's the second level, so it's a bigger fog cloud than a regular one.
Okay, cool. So you're rushing along, kind of keeping low. You cast fog cloud behind you. You hear you hear the sound of these antlions like kind of calling to each other back behind you in the fog cloud. Like you can like imagine in your mind they're saying, "Do you see him over there? No. Do you see him over there?" And they're just like, and you can kind of hear it echoing off of the.
Can I use a tinkering slot and make like a little almost like a thaumaturgy ball that just kind of vibrates?
Okay.
And just throw it into the fog cloud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me a tinker check.
I don't know what else in this, but I am going to use Flash of Genius because that is terrible. So let's see. That's 8 plus.
So we'll do 12, 15, and 18 for the DCs for these the 3
16.
checks. How about that?
16.
16. Okay. All right. That'll do it. So that's another pass. So yeah, and I think it slows them down even more. So then you're moving away from the fog cloud now. What else do you guys want to do?
Trying to grow my voice.
I think we're good.
Change
I think we're
different
good.
direction.
I think we're good right now with the thaumaturgy ball.
The distraction.
and
we need something more.
Yeah. So you fashion something, you throw it in there, and it
Searching
kind
for
of
stuff.
vibrates around and like makes a lot of clacking noise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just like a low hum, like
Yeah.
like a phone that doesn't get turned on.
Yeah.
I would suggest that Coin, can you see the way forward enough to that way we can stay low enough to get through some of this terrain? Maybe continue to investigate, looking for a place to hide.
I wonder if I have one spot of tinkering.
Let's
Trying
say-
to
let's
see
say-
if there was a way I could make like a spyglass out of it, but I don't think so.
Okay, let's say at this point, just as a narrative, you've reached the top of the mountain. You kind of rise over the crest, and you see this open landscape down below you. And off in the distance, you see that mound with the hand like shaped like cliffs sitting on the top off in the distance. So you'd have to go down the mountain and across like an open area to make it there. And
Cool. I'll try and quietly point it out to people, just like a tap to here and point and whatever.
okay,
I'm trying really hard not to be screaming because I can't
Yeah.
hear myself.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Can I see what he's pointing at?
Yeah, you see like this like mountain like mound, like not like a mountain but like a pretty significant hill with like this cliff, like these rocky craggy cliffs that are kind of, it looks like it's like cupping the hill, like the hand is like cupping this hill.
Is there anything between us and them besides just
Just
down
kind
and
of
flat?
open space. Give me an investigation check. This is or a perception check. This isn't part of the skill challenge, but
8.
okay. Yeah, and it's hard. You see some like strange like patterns on the ground in between you and it, but you can't make out what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, I think at this point
Try to sneak up there.
the bugs have caught on to your ruse, and you kind of hear them making their way up the mountain behind you. You kind of crested the top of the mountain and started coming down the other side, but you hear them kind of coming up behind you.
Can I see, looking down from the top of the mountain, can we see like any sort of like traveling pattern, like which places it seems like they're using to get around, how they're moving paths? that
Okay,
they're
yeah,
taking?
yeah. Give me a perception check or a survival check. I think would be the best.
Rolled a 2.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, so that's one failure. So yeah, you think that they're using you notice like a strange like pattern going down the mountain. You think that might be like a footpath that they like a game trail basically down the mountain. Do you want to follow the game trail or do you want to stay away from the game trail?
I think if we use the game trail, it'll go faster, but it'll also see us more.
See, what I was thinking was trying to use that information to sort of see if I can get an understanding of how they move and
Right.
find like a place they're unlikely to go to.
Right,
You
so
can
if like
cast
they're going
illusion,
this
right?
way, if we kind of go,
Yeah, you can cast
Yeah, I mean,
eh.
yeah, like I think,
Lay flat.
Yeah, like I think that you would
See if they
think
pass.
that they would stick to the game trails
That's
because
a-
it's faster moving,
that-
just like
yeah.
you guys.
I mean, if
so I
those
think staying
antlions
off the
had
game
tremble
trails would be
sense, it's not
better.
gonna matter.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah,
can I use my last tinkering to make something similar to what Jesse made, except it goes off the trail up to the side, and like
God,
every
we've
I
already
don't know, every 10 feet, it just like chips a piece of pebble or something off and tosses it behind it.
yeah we've already
Is
kind
this
of
a-
done that as far as the skills challenge. So I don't want to repeat the same thing over again. So let's you can do that, and that will we can do that as kind of like a narrative distraction. But
Okay.
like I don't think we can roll since we already
Yeah.
did that before.
Is this a valley?
Yeah, well, so you're like you're on a mountain,
mountain.
and then it goes down the other mountain, and then it's flat. So it's
Yeah,
like
it's just
flat,
like a ridge.
Well,
Yeah.
I was wondering if I made.
flat, and then a mountain in the middle.
I wonder if we cast illusion and I made a bunch of very loud noises back to back, whether that may confuse them enough that they pass through. Then we could distract them with something in the other direction.
What if we?
And that may echo.
Does anybody have any explosives?
I have Thunder Wave. And
I don't have any spell
Yeah,
slots
so-
to get the force
What
cannon.
if we
So
just like,
narratively, Q says, "Let's stay off the game trail. Let's just make our way down the path here. We'll stay off their known slots. They'll expect us to go follow the game trail. So you guys head off down the mountain, and you immediately run into trouble. Like there's these strange like ravines that you run into, so you have to backtrack and move around. And at this point, you can see them kind of every once in a while. You can kind of see like the tops of their heads as they're like kind of heading down the mountain, like from ravine to ravine, heading your way.
what if?
I'm gonna keep a lookout for any like
Is-
solid rocks about 15 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Is everything rock, or is there any kind of like growth, like bushes or trees? Or
There's
anything?
some like there are some small bushes, and they're all like dead. Like it looks like how could they have ever survived here?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really they look flammable.
Yeah, yeah, definitely flammable.
Can we just start a fire?
I mean,
We
could.
could, but I don't want to start a fire with us near it.
But I'm just like
start a fire and hang out right next to it. Right?
no, just like start a fire and then just book it down the hill.
We'll be fine inside the dome.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If we could find a rock big enough, we just sit there, sleep inside of the dome, wait for them to do whatever.
What about a
and-
cave?
Slight complication. The dome takes a minute to cast, and if he's ritual casting it, it's like 11 minutes.
That's no time.
Do you have a spell slot to cast it?
Anyone's telling you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just take
What's
the
level
minute.
3?
So yeah, I mean,
Don't start fires in hell.
why not? What's it gonna do? Burn
Because
down
they're
hell?
gonna be like, oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it is a 1 minute cast.
Yeah, I mean that is a very good point. That they would probably be like, "Oh, another fire in hell."
But, I mean, it just like not as less as of a distraction and more just to like kind of cut off one little section of kind of where we are, so they would have to like
Yeah.
go around.
I mean, the problem is there's like just random like small
Okay,
bushes.
it's just like
so
one
it's
or
not
two
like
here and
it's not like
there.
a ravine of bushes that you
Okay.
could light on fire that maybe like block off their path. And
Um,
you think that being like hell animals that
Yeah.
that might not affect them too much, anyways. But
Was there like a sound
Do I-
that the blade ship made?
Do we know how much? If
that the what made, Julian?
The giant blade ship?
Yeah. I mean, it was really loud. Like it's this low, like whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
I could make that blade ship sound with major image, and maybe they would run and hide.
That's an idea.
I had an idea. I mean, I don't
I
know.
mean,
how
if
much-
they're down past the eyesight from the mountain behind them, they may just like try to find a place to hide, and we can try to get down as quickly as possible.
You know, what you got, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got?
I've got a bad idea.
Those are the best
I don't-
ideas.
How do we know if I dead stop? How much time would I have before they got to us?
Maybe a few minutes tops. I think that they're catching up.
Just stop and just cast it.
If I was thinking we illusion someone in it, then cast it, and then we run away.
You mean
But
like,
you
and
have
then
to
try
be-
and see if they think
you have to be in it.
Because if you
When you
exit
step
it,
out, it
if
goes
you
away.
exit, it goes away.
Yeah.
But we could do a major image of us sitting in a little dome thing.
Yeah, but physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion.
Yeah, they'll go up to it, touch it, see if they can get through it, and they'll just pass.
Which is why sound is cool, because
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I guess
can't
you
touch
are
sound.
physically interacting with sound when you hear it, but I don't think that's the rules as intended.
Right.
Let's
Yeah, I
find
mean, it
them.
would be more of a.
If somebody has access to major image, I would rather us find like a small crook somewhere where we could cast the dome and the major image a fucking wall in front of it, so it looks like there's nothing there.
Or we
Or
major
a
image,
rock, yeah.
major image us there, but then we do light the fire anyways and see if they run into it.
You
There's
said
something
we-
that explodes.
You said we ran into like some
Major
ravines
image
and
doesn't
stuff.
last long.
Are they all just super steep drop offs,
Yeah,
like
it was
50 feet
Yeah,
down? Or
yeah,
is
like
there any
there's
that
like
are-
steep crags. There's like no like footpath at the bottom. All of them are like really deep, like sharp.
If
the
we
monk-
found like a
V-shaped.
shallower one that we could just kind of
Can the monk
Get
fall
in.
and just hold a rope?
Not at 6 fucking HP, he can't.
Yeah, he goes down
26.
once. There's not many people who can go down there and get him.
if we find one that we could just like duck in, like just like a really deep
26.
or not like
Shallow.
yeah like just like a shallow, like maybe like a 10-foot down thing. We could do a major image above us that it like
Just looks like
just look like it cuts across, like there isn't something there, and then we just cast it in there so it's big enough that they would just still walk over it.
Well, if they touch it though, they'll go through it.
But so like if we cast the dome
Yeah.
up to the top of it,
Oh,
and they would
I
walk
see what you're
across the
saying.
dome and think it's just rock.
I got you.
It'd be hard to find a spot that fits the exact dimensions we need.
Yeah, well,
to
yeah.
successfully see.
Because what? It's
So,
a
but
20
I
foot.
could use my last tinkering
diameter.
spot to
So,
make a tape measure.
The thing
Does
is, we
anything
can
have
make,
like earth shape or something?
you can make the dome opaque, and we could just disguise it as a boulder using the major image.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys don't know the boulders of their like hunting grounds.
I'm fucking spitting stuff
They're,
out,
they're
man.
catching up. They're
Things
catching up,
change.
guys. They're catching up.
Okay, Clash casts greater invisibility on himself.
Coin hides.
I still have the slot for major image if we decide to major image. Just keep going.
Coin does not
Actually,
hide.
wait. Instead of doing that, it might actually be better to. Would you say I'm familiar with like these creatures?
I mean, you've ran into them twice. Like, what are you trying? What do you mean
Well,
by
I was there for
familiar?
weeks.
Well, actually, you don't need to be
There's
familiar.
no-
If I cast locate creature, I should just be able to find the nearest
Yeah,
ant
yeah,
lion.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast that to see how far they are from us.
Yeah, I would say they're like you have is a range of 1,000 feet or something. Yeah, I think they're like 3 minutes behind you.
Time.
3 minutes.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
need to go.
tick,
Fucking go.
Yeah.
tick, tick.
I'm just hauling ass down the mountain at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's our best bet is just keep moving. I doubt we're not going to outrun them, but until we can find a place to like, I think Rygen's idea of finding a hole and just putting an opaque lid on it is our best bet, and then making it look like just one of the boulders.
Okay, how about this? Is there any like a precarious, like large rock outcropping that, with a little disturbance, we could knock down and block the path behind us? Buy us
You
more
want to start a
time.
rock slide?
Yeah. I think you could fashion something. Let's do. What kind of check would that be to like set a booby trap? Like a dexterity check or something?
Yeah.
Kind of like a
You
lockpick
do a
check.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, like a sleight of hand would be good. Whoever's got the best sleight of hand.
I
I'm
do.
+3.
Can I give them guidance?
All right, go for it, Coin.
Yeah.
Wait,
Rajan
what's your
guidance.
sleight of hand?
It's +8.
Oh, yeah.
Take a guidance on
I
that
made an
too.
infusion of the gloves of thievery.
Nice.
Set up like a small
Am
improvised
I
explosive.
guidanced?
Yeah, you're guidance.
Yep.
What is that? A D4?
D4.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
16.
Okay. Okay,
Not
so
terrible.
that's a fail.
Can I give him flash of genius to make it a 21?
I think it's too late.
Damn it!
So
It's a reaction.
So as you guys are trying to fashion this rock slide, suddenly you see them pop up over the hill. So unfortunately, they notice you messing with this rock. So there's no way of like fashioning it where like they'll see it. So you're in the middle of trying to come up with this.
About how far away are they?
Probably 150 feet, 200 feet.
How far are we from that rock formation?
That's what I was gonna ask. How long would it take us to book it to where we need to go?
Like you can get to the bottom of the mountain probably within maybe 10 minutes, but then across the landscape probably an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know if those antlions can go faster than we can. So
Very quickly, I stabbed the bard Cedric in the leg. Leave him behind. They'll be too busy eating him to be able to escape.
Give me an attack. No, I'm just kidding.
if I had a minute, I would do that. I would just make 6.
Stay behind. Yeah.
Yeah. Sick 'em, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep moving as far as we can until I can find a spot to find a hole or something like that. If they get within like 100 feet, I'm gonna take a shot at one of the antlion's legs, like a targeted shot.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's make it like for the last one because it's 2 failures and 2 successes. So let's make it like in a group, either acrobatics or athletics. So everyone roll acrobatics or athletics
To just get away.
At this point, it's just a straight fucking run.
just straight run. So
I'm using a flash of genius beforehand,
okay.
so
And
it's
then
already a 5.
if we can get
let me know.
more successes than failures, then
Yes.
Solid. Clutch.
Unnatural 20.
nice.
16.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 for a 7.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
15.
21.
Okay. So I
That's a
think
50-50 split.
It's 50-50. Okay. So yeah, I think you reach the bottom of the mountain and you just continue to run out on the plain. And you kind of look back and there's like 4 antlions kind of sitting at the base of the mountain, and there's this old antlion in the middle of them, and sitting on top is this old lady, weathered, like dust covered.
What did Mad Maggie look like? Does anybody know?
And she's standing there, and she kind of holds her staff up.
I start to aim. If anything does, I'm gonna shoot.
Don't fucking.
Wait.
If she does
if
anything
I-
against us, I'm going to shoot.
Would seeing her, do you think, allow me to cast sending?
Yeah.
I want to cast sending to her and ask her if she's Mad Maggie or Friends of Sim.
Okay. So she says,
That's my last spell slot.
Alright.
okay, she says,
Oh no.
When the bards are tapped, the party's tapped.
she says, Mad Maggie has no power here. I am the voice of the mountain. And she says, why have you killed our protector and attacked our clan?
Clash is terrified. He just goes, false gods, false gods.
Really loud.
I can't reply to the... Unless she casts sending too, I can't reply back to her.
Yeah.
I just get her response back.
Oh, that's not good. That's not
But,
good.
but I'm letting the party know it did not go well.
Yeah.
Put up your middle primary feather.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to look at something.
Do you have time to cast the thing now?
Wait, how far?
He needs a minute.
How far away? Is
They're
she
like
from
less than a minute away. Like you
I know.
reach the bottom
I'm
of the
thinking,
mountain and
like,
are
maybe
running.
if we hold them off for a minute and then just back in and just take a long rest, we come out fresh. Or I can shoot at it from the inside.
Boy.
Plow! Plow!
So
How long does it burn? How long do you burn?
Like
I'm down to a
distance-wise.
crossbow. That's
yeah,
it.
like maybe like 200 feet probably.
Hang on, would I, like in the sending, would I hear her voice?
Yeah, Like it.
So can I repeat back?
Do
out
I know if this is
why
the
have you
lady
killed
that
our
like
protector to everybody?
captured me?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's this horrible raspy voice. It sounds like it hasn't been like opened or used in ages and ages. Like it's this horrible, dry, raspy voice. What were you saying, Michael?
Do I know if this is the lady that captured me?
You've never seen her before. You've only seen the like the humanoids that attacked you with like the chitinous armor. Yeah, you haven't seen her before.
Okay. Because I had a bad idea.
Or we
But
just
If we can,
So
if we
Julian yells out in this raspy voice, why have you killed our protector? Why have you killed our protector?
if we can just keep the, if you start casting the hut right now, we can keep them talking long
did
enough
we
to
kill
get the
the
sun
protector?
off.
Should I just try
It's the giant
cast
purple
fear?
worm.
See if we can
The
get that
giant
away.
demonic worm.
I destroyed
that was
that
their
thing.
protector.
Oh shit.
Well, would I know that she's talking
If we
about
could
the
kill
one
it,
that
it
tried to
wasn't
kill us?
much of a protector.
You can assume because you just destroyed like a gigantic worm beast that they're worshiping that protector would equate to this hell worm.
Or I say we go the opposite way and threaten. Be like, we took your worm. You're next. If you stand in our way.
I could just run up and try to cast
We
fear.
hate all of our options right now.
I got a couple
I-
bottles of alchemist
How
fire.
far away is she?
200 feet.
Ugh.
I can wing her.
Casting fear would buy us a minute.
I yell,
Maybe.
Hit her
We,
with
yell
a
out,
razor
we don't
blade.
mean you no harm. We're just passing through.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think so either. But we
Start
That's
casting
something.
the hut.
gotta start a conversation
Start casting the
somehow.
hut. I start cast.
Okay.
Right in the middle, right there?
Yeah, right there. Just
Alright,
start, start
I
casting
start
the hut.
trying to cast
Um,
Liam's tiny
She
hut.
says, you should have turned around when you had the chance. This place is ours. I should kill you where you stand.
Should, but
Is there anything we can do to fucking make this up to you?
Wait, she said where you stand?
Yeah.
Kneel down.
And her voice like is old and raspy, but it like carries easily. Like it sounds like she's right next to you.
She's the voice of the mountain.
like her.
Look, we didn't mean to kill your protector, but obviously people who can do that have to be some use to you.
She says, a recompense needs to be made.
What kind?
She says,
Who do we gotta kill?
Do you have your
Not,
dog?
not
Can you
kill,
get the
Give
dog?
me a minute.
not kill, replace.
Give him your
says-
dog.
I'll make him.
She says, you have, she says, I will let you live under one circumstance. Bring us a hellworm larva within 30 days.
Where can we find
30
him?
days? That's fine. Let's do that. Does it mean that we come back and we kill her instead?
She says, she's like, that's not my place.
Cool.
So you don't even.
Cool. That sounds great.
She
That's
says,
the
Is there a
dumbest
place
fucking
around here
thing
we can
ever.
power level?
Yeah, fine.
okay.
Where is a place where we can find out that information? You have any?
She
help
says,
us out.
she
Help
says,
us help you.
You all agree?
Sure, why not? I
Make a
mean,
really nice note.
Okay.
Yeah, we love making deals.
So she kind of bows her head for a second, and suddenly all of your mouths start moving in unison, and your words all say, "I vow to bring a hellworm larva to the voice of the mountain within 30 days. This is the vow I vow this by my right hand." And suddenly you feel burning on your right hand.
Sick.
And
Great.
you
Want it now?
look down and you see like the gaping maw of a hellworm with the rows and rows of teeth, but instead of teeth, they're empty slots. And as you look down, one slot fills with a tooth.
Yeah.
that's pretty
That
cool.
is fucking
That's
cool.
pretty cool. That's
And she kind of
Is this like that Gish spell?
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. So she kind of
Yes.
pounds her staff down on this ancient antlion, and she turns around and heads up the mountain.
Well, I think we can take that rest now.
Well, he's still casting it, so.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry about that, gentlemen. I was panicking.
No,
I didn't know what to do.
That's something. I mean, if anything,
That
she can
buys us
take
30
my
days.
hand.
I'm a
I'll
diplomat.
make another one.
Negotiating is what I do.
My livelihood really depends on my hands. So we're finding the larva.
Do you masturbate?
I just
often?
need a nub. I could probably
My
punch with a
livelihood.
nub.
I mean, I can make everybody like a hook.
Yeah, I
Go
say.
full Aquaman.
I could pluck with the hook.
Well, 30 days is not no time. We just continue what we're doing. Find this Mad Maggie person, and maybe she can help us find one of these larvae.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be any more difficult than literally saving a city chained to the sky.
In her like super creepy voice, I repeat, Mad Maggie has no power here.
Well, first find Mad Maggie, see where a hellworm is. I mean, if anything, we just go back and kill the rest of them. But that probably still means we lose our hand.
I actually kind of like it. If it goes away, I might get it replaced. It looks cool.
The hellworm winks at you. No.
Yeah, is mine like it's like a bald spot with my feathers where it is, or what?
Yeah, I think you can kind of like. There's not a bald spot. You can just see it through your feathers. So it's like a dark black. Like on your. Because your skin color is lighter, right? And your feathers are just dark. Or do you?
Yeah, I
think
guess so. I guess I'm like a black chicken.
Okay. Yeah. So then, you can kind of see like underneath your feathers. Yeah, like your skin is lighter and there's that dark tattoo.
Gotcha. If I like move my feathers around, I can see it.
Yeah.
You're a chocobo, and I will ride you.
What is that from?
That was the bird you ride in Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Oh.
Did they leave?
Yeah.
she went away.
They went up the mountain.
I'll bring her the damn larva thing, but if they're the ones who captured me, I'm killing her. That is certainly going to be the plan.
Well, first, let's just get her the larva. We'll figure out what to do next afterwards.
What? I mean, when you die,
I mean, we need to fight Mad Maggie. I mean, she's the only thing that really is going to help us.
God, I hope she can actually help us, and this isn't just a wild goose chase by that incompetent wizard.
I know, right? The worst.
I hope she has a
A wizard
hellworm
cries
larva.
somewhere in the distance.
He's down here somewhere.
The real one.
The real one, yeah. What were you saying, John?
Said I hope Mad Maggie has a hellworm larva apothecary.
Yeah.
We can get a hellworm larva in a jar of formaldehyde.
Yeah, there you go.
It counts. It counts.
See, all we gotta do is go to a crossroads and wait for a devil to show up, and then one of the bards can duel him in fiddles.
Yeah, there you go. For a hellworm larva?
Yeah.
Let's go one more session without having a contract.
We got
Wait, no,
doors.
we have a contract now, right? Isn't this a contract?
Yeah, there'll definitely be a contract.
Coin's kind of calling bullshit on that contract. He's fuming.
All right.
You definitely feel a little violated by like all of you suddenly kind of speaking uncontrollably.
He has no idea what he said.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly his mouth started moving. He's no idea
Yeah,
why.
you saw
and then his
everyone
fucking
nod
hand
their
pops
head
up.
and you just kind of nodded as
Oh
well.
yeah, one hundo. Yeah, I'm totally clueless, and then this thing happens on my head. I'm just gonna okay.
Weird.
After we get to a short, after we actually start a rest, I'm just gonna be so what happened?
Yeah, we should have negotiated better, see if she could give him back his hearing.
Or tell us where
She wouldn't even tell us where the goddamn larva live, man.
I mean, they probably don't know. It's like
It's like
these
she
worms
doesn't
just
even
live
really
all
want
over
us
the
to
place.
help her. What the fuck is up with that? You live here. You gotta know where these fucking things come from.
Is your
See,
dome
he
up
understands my indignation.
Yeah, so at this point your dome goes up. I think it's still too early for a long rest. You guys can take another short rest,
I'm fine.
but you're probably halfway through the day at this point.
I mean, we're all.
What's a day? There's no.
It's the hell day.
I don't know about that because we fought the worm. midday we fought the worm, and then we fought those later.
We've trekked up and down a mountain.
Yeah, that takes a little bit more than a day.
I would say it's late afternoon.
Okay. It's late afternoon. If you guys want to hang out in your dome,
Just
I'm
take-
gonna take
I'll
I'm
leave
down with
early.
the short rest and keep going. I think we should get out of their territory while the game is good and then take a long rest.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
can
don't
always
see-
ritual cast another dome.
Yeah, that's true. But what if? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'll just have to use more hit dice.
Yeah, how long does the dome last? 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't you'd have to basically rest for a few hours and then take a long rest.
I can cast it one more time.
Okay.
Well, you can. Oh, you don't have ritual casting. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Don't cast anything else.
Take a short rest and then
I
get to
can't.
the edge of the fucking
The edge of
insect
the
people's
mountains, yeah.
territory
Yeah.
and then take a long rest. That should get us closer to our goal. Fill out the rest of the day, assuming another crazy fucking thing doesn't happen to us. It's like we're in hell or something.
For my Song of Rest, I play a ballad about a guy who got into a bad business deal and lost all of his
I'm
money.
gonna have to use all three of them.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all of my.
So that gives us an extra d6, right?
Yeah.
Play
Yep.
one of my
If
classics.
you, if you
Master
spin
Sail.
hit dice.
Oh, and so Michael did Song of Rest as well, so
Yeah.
another D6 on that.
Okay, cool.
Another one.
Fuck yeah, those are some good rolls.
Oh, those were not.
11.
I don't understand. This
And then
webcam
two
just
freaking
freezes
ones.
up all the time. I don't know if it's my extinction cable or what, but
Got 20 points out of it. So.
that stinks. Here,
That's
while you-
more than I got.
You don't even have.
Hey, so I can never remember. Is it hit die plus 2 for each die, or is it
It's
the total number of hit die plus 2?
It's hit die plus con per die.
Okay.
I used, man, that was good. With the 2 Songs of Rest, I only had to use 2 hit die and I gained 26.
Nice.
With the temp HP, I'm almost full.
Nice.
I'm
So
nowhere
I'm
near.
not going to use my last 2.
I-
nowhere near those
I only
bonus.
used 2 hit die, one of each, and I'm up 12. It's not horrible, but it's not great.
I'm not gonna bring back 6 right now because I think just having him. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use all of my parts to make 6, but I am going to make half of 6, so he's only 3.
Puns.
But I am gonna bring him back.
Do those THP go away, John?
At a long rest.
I think they last until a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Isn't that a THP?
Yeah, I'm doing
Yep.
okay with
THP
the
lasts until a long rest.
Yeah. The cannon is gone. Your THP are still there.
No, I'll just make 6.
I'm basically a level 2 ranger.
And I might as well use my last spell slot.
I
to
mean, I have no spell slots, so I'm worthless.
Yeah, we are maimed. I've got.
I've got dragon breath.
If I'm saving one,
time.
I've got one. I've got 3 level 2s and 1 level 1.
I got all my key slots back.
There you go.
I'll save my 1 spell slot left.
This is where I start
In case
taking
somebody
levels of
goes down.
warlock.
So 6 is up though.
Yeah, 6 is up.
Okay.
That'll be helpful.
I mean,
How
that's
long
at
is the
least
short rest
47
take?
hit points somebody can take.
I don't love my spells. Also, I mean,
Swap them out.
Like an hour.
Bard spells are hard.
yeah.
All right, yeah.
That'd
So
be some-
after the
That's
short
why
rest,
everybody loves the lore bard.
after the
You can
short
pick a
rest, I
bunch of
say we
wizard
just-
spells and shit.
I say we just take off. Like, just go as far as we can, as hard as we can,
Okay.
run across this open area, or we just throw some blankets over our head and pretend we're moving mounds.
I say we go fast.
All right.
I don't
So
think we'll be challenged again while we're in this territory.
So you continue across the plain, leaving the mountain range behind. After a couple hours, you run across like 2 gigantic ruts in the ground, probably like 2 or 3 feet deep. And they look like they're like wheeled like ruts. Like looks like wagon drug through the mud, only gigantic in size.
That's
Neat.
weird.
Are they
Has
going-
anybody
are they
else
going
seen a giant
parallel or
tarp?
perpendicular?
Can I tell if it's-
Perpendicular.
Wheels on a construct.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I feel the ruts?
I'm gonna
Is
help
there
you
any
out
way
with
to
that.
tell if something's passed through
Okay.
here recently or not?
Yeah, give me an investigation check for that.
15.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can tell, like, it's definitely not organic. Like, it looks like something very hard left an indent in the ground, and you can see, like, holes, like, regularly spaced holes in the ruts. Like, so, like a spiked wagon wheel, like a huge spiked wagon wheel would leave
Got
those.
studded tires.
Yeah, snow tires.
It's a giant lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think we should follow the tires because this sounds like transportation.
We're not really looking for anybody, but we are looking for Mad Maggie, and whoever's wheels these are would know where Mad Maggie is. At least we hope.
So it is going.
It might be Mad Maggie.
So you see the mound way off in the distance, and the tracks are going perpendicular. So you're crossing them on your way to the mound. So,
So-
you'd have to.
Hills over here, trail's going that way.
Yep. So you can either go left and right to
Is
follow
there
the
anything
trail,
off in the distance?
I
Or-
don't think we should stay on the
or
road
straight.
either way.
Is there anything off in the distance?
Give me a perception check.
Fucking worthless. 12.
Can we tell which direction
You can't tell. It
the wheels are going? Like, are they going left or are they going right?
That's hard to.
yeah,
that's
it would
hard
be
to tell,
really
though.
hard. Give me an investigation
I got
check.
a 4 on my investigation. check,
Okay.
so-
Yeah.
It's an 18 on the die. And
Oh,
I think I'm
nice.
+1.
Okay. So you can see like some big
+3.
some big clods that have been like drug up by these wheels and flopped. So you think it's going to the left. So you're facing the mound. The mountains behind you. The gigantic wagon went right to left
So that
across
would
your
be
path.
away from the sticks.
Yeah, away from the sticks.
Well,
Yeah, I point that way and I'm like, transportation.
wait, we're going to Fort Knucklebone, right? And Fort Knucklebone is the mound.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's the thing straight ahead of us.
Let's keep going to that, because that was our goal. If we follow this, we don't know where we're going. If we stay on course, at least we know where we're going.
Yeah. If nothing else, we can come back and probably the tracks will still be there, or at least close enough we can figure it
I
out.
don't understand why we would even consider following the tracks. It doesn't make
I
any
don't know
sense.
either.
It's just a random thing we saw. We keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue on. Over the next like 30 minutes or so, more tracks. Probably like 5 or 6 sets of tracks, left to right. Some of them curving around, like heading towards the mound. Some of them perpendicular. Some of them, follow the same path you're going and then curve off. Lots and lots of them.
But no sign of any vehicle or
No.
anything like that anywhere in the distance. Okay.
Just kids out here joyriding.
Yeah, exactly. You see them. You see one going in donuts.
Has anybody been on 225 north of Alameda?
Yeah.
Like going
Oh my
south?
God, man.
On the road, it looks
Yeah.
like somebody did donuts right there.
In the middle of the
I
highway?
was
Yeah.
I was just reading about it, man. They fucking blocked off the highway for street races. People were pissed off.
Oh,
Fucking
really?
Miles up. Yeah.
Why would you
Find
straight
another way
race on
home,
the
pizza boy.
225? Jesus, it's gonna blow your axle out. The highway sucks.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
any wreckage?
no wreckage
Okay.
at this point.
I'm gonna look down. If anything would have fallen off of said vehicles, I'm just gonna keep an eye out to see if like a fender fell off or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. Just give me a perception check. So you're continuing to move.
Yeah, I'll aid him in that.
Thank you. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything really in this area. You don't see
So
anything.
this
I
appears to be
told
how
you
we
it was a
travel.
giant lawn aerator. They're trying to terraform Avernus.
We should
Exactly.
increase pace. We don't want to be caught
Yeah, I
by whatever
agree.
these things are.
Right? Yeah, this is like pretty deep mud, right?
No, it's sandy. Like it's kind of like a hard packed sand.
Oh, sand. Oh, yeah. So, like, one of the tires would have slipped. So, does it look like they had, like, a limited slip differential?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see one of them start to turn, and then the other one takes over, and then so it.
Actually, if you've ever driven around the desert, it turns into moon powder.
They're Subarus.
Yeah, and you'd think that one of them has a Ford 9-inch, maybe 350 gear ratio. So yeah, you continue on, and after a little while longer, you begin to like approach this gigantic hill with this cliff, and you begin to make out something like encircling the entire hill. And as you get closer, you realize that it's like makeshift battlements of junk, like just like 15, 20 feet high in some areas, like just piled up metal and just trash basically all around this.
So we're finally hitting the Mad Max fucking apocalypse.
Definitely.
Whatever the shit.
Off to your right, as you're kind of walking up, you do see a gigantic gate, closed gate to the. It would be the east side of the hill.
Okay.
To the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the gate.
All right. So you approach. Let me see. A fortified compound sits atop a low plateau that rises out of the crater-pocked landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rocks, bones, and metal debris surrounds the hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from the distance include there's like a gatehouse. Okay, yeah, I already described the flavor text, but so you come around, you make your way to this gigantic, imposing gate, and you look up and it's like big, gigantic double doors, and it looks like they are like sliding doors, so they are like pocket doors. And for a moment you kind of stand in front of these gates and you hear nothing. Just
I always hear
sound.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I just ting ting ting.
Then you see a small.
You know what we should have done when we were getting chased? We should have planted a bean.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the fucking beans,
We
man.
have a bag of
You're the
beans.
beans guy.
I
You're
know.
the one who's supposed to remind us of this crazy shit.
I was looking through all my
This
stuff.
is all on you,
and
bud.
right there, right on the top, bag of beans.
Dude, just
Fuck it,
Plant
just
one
plant
in
one
your
now.
ear.
So you see this small being.
Top of the hill. Too.
You see a small being hunched back, like this like crazy like hat, like this long scraggly beard out at all angles, and he walks out on top of this like gate, and he says, "Welcome to Fort Knucklebone, weary travelers. Tell us, do you come here for business or for pleasure? How long do you plan to stay? Are you bringing any plants or animals along with you? Please have your papers ready for the customs officer after you're allowed in." And he kind of looks around and he's like,
In Gnomish, I yell at him because I assume he's a gnome. Is this Fort Knucklebone?
well, hold on, I don't even know if these guys know Gnomish. Nope. So he kind of says, "Sorry, we only speak Sylvan or Common around these parts." And then
Is this Fort Knucklebone?
you hear some like chuckling like back behind the wall, and he says, "That's what I said. Welcome to Fort Knucklebone."
Yeah,
and he's like,
perceptive.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute." And he kind of points all at you guys and he says, "Are you trying to bring foreign poultry?" And he points to Clash. "Across borders?"
I strike like a very bad chord.
Yeah. So he starts like flapping his wings or his arms, and he goes tweet 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 tweet. And he says, "What? Too good for us, Birdman? Don't want to talk your own language?"
I start to like imitate him, and I'm like, "Welcome to Fort Knucklebone."
You hear like he kind of stands there, like hands on hips and frowns, but you hear chuckling behind the wall.
As all this is kind of going on, I just kind of like look back and forth. Are you gonna let us in?
He says, "Yes, I believe we will, but we need something first. You, Birdman, you look like you're magically inclined. Sing us a song, but not any song. An original Birdman song written by you." More giggling behind the wall.
Nice.
Clash just kind of like stares at the ground, defeated.
They,
He takes in some breath and like puffs up his chest, and he's like, "Okay." and you hear him like strum out the chord that his name is based on, and then he just freezes.
There's maniacal laughter. Maniacal laughter. The guy, the being on top of the thing, falls over, rolls, and falls to the ground. You hear this like metallic clang. He's wearing these like heavy metal boots.
Does he
and
fall on our side?
he falls on your side, and he's just like coughing and sputtering. You see him like spit out a tooth, and he's just still continuing to laugh.
I think he's okay.
As they're laughing, though, you begin to hear a noise off behind you. It's like this low guttural like noise, and it begins to get louder. And as it gets closer, you begin to hear this like the hairs on the back of your neck begins to stand up because you hear this torturous. It sounds like hundreds of voices screaming in abject horror, but it's a constant, like there's no breathing in, just a constant at this sound. You suddenly the smiles fade from the beings, and the one that was on the ground stands up and he says, "Tell you what, we'll let you in. Stand right there. Don't move a muscle." And he climbs back up the battlement, and the gates begin to open.
I don't have muscles, so I continue to walk in.
Okay. You look behind you, and you see this gigantic metallic thing on wheels. And the voice, the sound is coming from it, and it's coming up fast on you guys.
Every party wants to go out. Hi.
Can I feel the vibrations of it coming?
At
'Cause I
this
can't
point,
hear shit.
yeah, at this point, you see them looking behind you, and you feel vibrations. You can kind of see the ground around you begin to vibrate, like the dust is starting to settle, and the being says, "Remember, don't move, don't move."
How high off the ground is the base of the vehicle?
Probably 6 feet or so.
Yeah, I just stand there and stare.
Okay. Okay.
As a halfling, also, me too.
Okay. So it's continuing to come up at you. By this time, the gates are 3/4 open. You're walking in?
Yeah.
Or, okay. So you begin to walk in, and it's barreling down on you. It doesn't seem to be slowing down at all.
I didn't hear him say not to move.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just like look. Does it look like it's on a path to go through the gate?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
100%.
I'm just gonna step to the side to where it looks like the gate ends opening, and just kind of stand by where it would end opening.
Okay.
Stand directly in the path, mouth hanging open.
Okay. Are you looking towards the thing?
Yes.
Okay. So
Drinking in every detail.
yeah. So Coin and Five, or Coin and Q, are standing there. The rest of you guys are moving out of the way, or okay.
Yeah, I'll move over to the side.
Coin's standing right next to Q, and he kind of reaches up and grabs his hand, and he's holding it.
Yeah. So this machine barrels down on you, and the front of it has these gigantic, like curved spikes. It almost looks like a claw-shaped, all made of metal, like this gaping maw almost, with these like really, really long like spikes. You see this looks like it has like 6 wheels, and there's like a gigantic like makeshift crane behind it with this gigantic wrecking ball. It's kind of like swinging freely behind it. But as it approaches both of you, you suddenly see it slam on its brakes and come to a halt, like literally like a foot from you guys. Like the gigantic spikes are kind of like hanging out right above you. And it's a beautiful moment. You guys just holding hands.
I feel like I don't know Coin's actually sponsored. In my head, there's this like crazy cloud of dust that passes by and wind, and everything settles, and then they just look at each other and go, "Cool."
So you see like in the middle of this gaping maw, this skeleton with like flames coming off of it. With like this kind of like toothy, like one tooth missing, like grin, and suddenly it detaches, and it like flies directly towards you. These like flames coming out behind it, and it goes right in between you guys and into the fort. And
That's
then
fucking sick.
two beings kind of emerge from the side of this mechanical beast. Like scrawny, frail figure with like leather coat, like blue jean pants, like huge goggles, and there's like this like mad crazy hair sticking out everywhere. Following this figure is this gigantic beast that looks like it's been cobbled together from different devils and demons. Like there, you notice like the leg of a bone devil, like a bunch of other things, and it's got like this weird like insectoid face, and it's got like this like intestinal tube coming out of its mouth, and it's kind of wrapping around to its back, and you see some sort of mechanism on its back, and they both kind of land on the ground together, and she stands up and walks forward, and removes her goggles, and it's this ancient lady, like crazy eyes, like wrinkles on top of wrinkles on top of wrinkles, and she kind of has this scowl on her face, and she kind of surveys you, and she looks at you, Raijin, and suddenly the scowl turns into a half toothy smile.